Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Please don't forget to subscribe.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and thank you once again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, if you want to see something in the show or you have a bright idea that you want to see us implement on the show, drop them in those comments below or hit us on any one of our social media outlets. Holler at us, we holler back. But yes, we're tuning in live right after that NBA Finals game. And it was electrifying. And if you're one of those unlucky people that missed that game, you do not know what you have missed. But guess what? Here on Blow the Whistle Sports, we're about to let you know what you missed. But before we get into all that, let me introduce you to my co-host, the man of the hour, and he goes by the name of Mr. Steven Rubain. How you doing, sir?
How I'm doing, man. NBA action is fantastic.
Yes, sir.
You remember that slogan from back in the 80s?
Oh my.
Yeah. I mean, come on now.
It doesn't get much better than that. It does not get much better than that. I mean, I have to say, that had to have been one of the most exciting.
Yeah.
It was like a movie. It took you through so many ups and downs, and it looked like they were out of it. It looked like there was no hope, but they kept on pushing. Mind over matter.
It was a tale of two halves. The first half, the Spurs could do no wrong. The second half, the Spurs could do no right.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a 29-point lead. This was the biggest comeback in NBA history. Nobody's ever come back from 29 down.
Wow.
I mean, you want to give Knicks credit, but I mean, we just had to be honest. The Spurs, as Reggie Miller would put it, it was a choke job of all choke jobs.
It was tragic. But guess what? People, not to fear. I said it at the beginning. The Spurs are ready. They are ready. But guess what? They're young. This type of stuff happens to young teams. They haven't experienced this before.
This goes back to that whole thing about the argument about the GOAT and this and that. Teams win championships.
True.
And you got to have everybody on the team on the same page. No matter how great a player is, your team has to be up for the challenge. And tonight, in the second half, the Spurs were not up for the challenge. And it was not just Wemby. It was the whole team. It was a complete team meltdown. That
Coach included, because I think the coach failed. I think he failed. When they were up by that much and then they seen these runs start to happen, a timeout needed to be called, and he needed to get these guys together and talk. Have a serious talk.
I mean, we talked about this in the Cleveland series. We saw when Cleveland had that meltdown and the coaches let the meltdown happen. You get these young coaches who aren't up for the challenge of the finals. There's a reason why Phil Jackson has 11 rings. He knew how to handle players and he knew how to handle situations. Yes. And coaching is about handling players and handling situations. I mean, Wembanyama, I don't know what they were trying to do with him in the second half.
They don't even know what they were trying to do.
They don't know what they were doing. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, I don't know if you watched the very last play of the game, the 1.2 seconds left. You're going to put Wembanyama on the block. They put in Mitchell Robinson, who's the more muscular, stronger player. All he's doing is just muscling Wemby up, and Wemby's trying to push through him. A coach has to see it and say, Wemby, you're not going to be able to push through Mitchell Robinson and get to the basket. You got to
Frustration.
step out. Yeah, step out, go to the 3-point line, get to some momentum, and then get a pick and then roll to the basket.
Hey, these are all young team mistakes. And this is what I said. I said the Spurs are the team. They have what it takes, but give them another year. They're young. They're young.
Yeah.
You expect those type of mistakes with a young team. And I know a lot of people everywhere I would go, they would get on my case talking about I was crazy, this and that. But guess what? The Spurs have one more chance. But guess what? All that being said, I have to say this, Steve, before we go on any further. New York, you are a classy state. Come on. I need y'all to bring out everything that Alicia Keys stood for in that song, New York, with her and Jay-Z. I need New York to stand up. Because what happened after game 3 was insane. Come on now. It was insane. None of that happened out in San Antonio. Why did it have to happen in New York? Why did it have to happen when you guys have all the momentum? I believe that the Spurs only went up because how the team felt. The team that was on the team as a whole, Steve. How do you think? What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I think everything's like we mentioned before on Monday. Everything went south when they had that whole thing with the whole Donald Trump coming there, having to block off all the parts of the city. The energy was taken out. The positive energy left. People were pissed off because of all the traffic blockups and everything else. And so I think it all just kind of manifested itself into what happened after the game when pissed off fans would do what pissed off fans do. And you take a city like New York, where the fans are extra ornery, and it got ugly. I mean, it was a very nasty situation.
Extra ordinary, ornery.
Yeah, ornery. That's the word to describe New York fans. They're a little ornery. Okay. If you've ever been to New York before, you know what I mean by ornery. They're a little feisty. They don't take much smack, and so you get them out there. They just lost a bad game, and quite frankly, they took it out the wrong way. And I'm with you. It's no need for that. It's a ugly light on the fan base. I don't even think really people who do that type of stuff are even really fans. They're just opportunists. It's like, you know, when you have the riots taking place and you have those people out there who don't care anything about the situation. They're just like, hey, free TVs. Hey,
yeah, well, let's smash stuff. Yeah,
let's just smash stuff up so we can go ahead and. So you get those type of people, and the team. That's what puts extra on the team because they had to overcome that at the beginning of this game. They had to dig deep within themselves. They had to pull through. They had to persevere. And guess what? 29 down to win? New York. I said Monday it was a must win for the Knicks. I said on Monday that there's no, if they would have lost game 4 and gone back 2-2 with San Antonio having 2 out of 3, I think it would have definitely put San Antonio as a favorite. But now that they won game 4, I'm still calling for the Spurs to win game 5. I think New York wins. New York wins game. I'm telling you, they're going to come back. San Antonio, they're going to be pissed off. I expect San Antonio to go out there and put hands on them. Game 6 on Tuesday in New York will be Championship Tuesday.
Hey, I'm going to say it like this.
They're going to win in the Garden. Look, there's too much money. The NBA has too much money on this. You think game 3 and 4 were expensive?
Oh my!
How much do you think tickets are going to go for a decided the game 6 where they can decide it?
Steve,
in New York City,
go ahead and put a fork.
Okay,
in the Spurs, put a fork in them. They're done.
You guys heard this.
They're done.
So
I
Pack is
told you
saying they're
before the
done.
series started,
I,
Knicks
I'm
and 5.
telling you. Okay, so Pack is calling 5. I'm
Knicks,
still,
I called it. I
I'm
called it
still
before it
riding.
started.
Yeah,
Before they played one game.
yeah.
When you still thought that that OKC was going to beat the Spurs, guess what? I called it,
You did call it.
and I'm sticking with it. I'm not wavering. You
Listen
and
to me.
both Patrick
I,
thought the same, but guess
I'm
what?
still riding. Listen, I'm still riding one Chet Holmgren. The Thunder should be in the finals minus Chet Holmgren. I'm still riding that.
Well,
And as far as
Seven
what I'm
Genesis
seeing so
says,
far, I
I
think the
saw Knicks
Knicks would have been
fans
a better
chasing
series.
old men with Spurs jerseys on. Absolutely ridiculous. I agree.
No, I
I
mean
saw him chasing old
it was a
guys.
black eye for the city. I mean, it was a black eye for Knicks fans as a whole, and
I
there's
saw him
just no
chasing
excuse.
like a 13, 14-year-old, maybe a 12-year-old. They took his jersey off of him. That's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. I
Grown,
mean,
grown
it
people.
literally was just, yeah, it literally was just people who, like I said, weren't even really so-called Knicks fans. They were just people out there looking for opportunities. Kids, teenagers, just silliness. And so,
You know what? I'm not even going to put that much light on it because I don't want to take the team out of it. The team, they had to do so much today just to get into this game because you can see their swag was off at the beginning. You can see that it bothered them. It affected them. I truly believe the events after Game 3 affected the team, and that's why they struggled so much in that first half. And they had to get their mind together. But those veteran minds came together. That young team fell apart. That's kind of hard to do. That's kind of hard to do.
like I said, I want to give the Knicks all the credit, but like I said, I'm sticking with it. Was a masterful choke job by the Spurs. When you got a Victor Wembanyama playing the whole second half, and you only scored 30 points.
Yes, sir.
They were up 76-49 at halftime. 76-49.
Wow.
They scored 30 points the entire second half.
Wow.
Wembanyama went 9 for 25.
Hey.
9 for 25.
Can you say cold?
That is frigid. I mean, I think he was like 1 for 12, 2 for 12 in the second half. Anunoby and Jalen Brunson were pretty much all the points for the Knicks. They had 36 and 33. Karl Anthony Towns had a horrible game for him. He only had 13 points. But Anunoby and Jalen Brunson carried the way. And like I said, very cold shooting and bad decision making. De'Aaron Fox, I don't know where his mind was in the second half. He made some horrible turnovers. I mean, just boneheaded turnovers that he made.
Holloway said Knicks did their thing tonight. Spike Lee, Jerry Seinfeld were so shocked and proud. I can imagine having season seats for so long. The last time they did, was this a 73? 73. This is 2026. I'm happy for that. I'm so happy for them.
That's more reason why I think they're going to try to close it out. Game 6 in New York, they want to have that energy. They want to have that enthusiasm.
After what happened in Game 3, they're going to go ahead and dust this off next game. When is the next game, Steve?
Next game is Saturday.
Yes. Saturday.
And trust me, they're not going to want to have New York City on a Saturday night celebrating the championship. It's going to happen Tuesday.
Okay.
There's no way.
Hey.
So you guys heard this, though. You got Game 5, I got Game 6.
Hey, for me, since I don't have a dog in the fight, my prediction was the Knicks before they played one playoff game. And I don't, it is what it is. As long as the Knicks win, like I predicted, I'll be happy. I'll be happy with that because I saw it, I felt it, and all I wanted to do is for it to be true. And once it is true, then you guys are going to hear me talk. Wait till you get a load of me.
Well, we know we're gonna hear it. We know we're gonna hear it. So I'm expecting it.
Earful.
I'm expecting it.
Earfuls. But hey, Steve, you ready to get to the NFL?
Well, before we get to the NBA, though, we gotta. This can't be skipped over. I know you want to skip over it, but we can't skip over
Go ahead.
this.
What are we trying to skip over?
The king, LeBron James, the king himself.
Here we go.
You know, I know you tried to skip. I know you were trying to get over it.
Maybe was he playing? He probably was.
No, he wasn't.
He could have had either one of those jerseys on. I know he wished he had on the Knicks jersey right now.
Yeah, well, anyway, the king himself.
He needs some milk.
He himself on his podcast came out and said that he ended the GOAT conversation saying that he is the GOAT and explained very eloquently why he is the GOAT and called out names. This is what I love about LeBron James. He's not just one of those fly-by-night people who just sit there and just kind of play off the, well, I'm just going to be politically correct and say, no. He said, I'm the GOAT. He said, the reason why I'm the GOAT is that at 41, I'm still bringing it. Michael Jordan, when he played with the Wizards, was just holding on by a string. This is LeBron's word. LeBron himself said this. He compared his play now to Michael Jordan's play with the Wizards and says that part of being a GOAT is being able to perform for your team over longevity.
Sounds like him.
Greatness over a long period of time, which should be what the qualifications for the GOAT is.
Okay.
And so this, of course, ruffled a whole lot of feathers because you know how people are. How dare he say that? He can't say that.
Say whatever you want to say. That's just generation.
That's generational. He said how he felt.
Man.
And quite frankly, I saw nothing wrong with what he said. He made it clear based on his interpretation of the GOAT.
And I want him to get it all out, how he feels about it. That's cool. Hey.
Yeah.
More power.
Now that he's done this, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, it's time for you to stop hiding behind the mask. Come out and say something, Michael. Step up to the plate. Stop being a flobber. Stop being one of those.
Hey, the funny part is,
I don't want to piss off my fan base. I don't want to start selling jerseys. I don't want to start selling shoes.
He's so great, he doesn't need to say anything.
Yeah, nah.
That's what it is. He's so great. He doesn't even need words. The people speak for him. LeBron wants to be
just like in the 80s and 90s. He was afraid to speak
bad up. That it's sad. He had, you know what? Yeah. You know what? This is the sad part. He has had the chance. He's been to how many finals games and he couldn't deliver?
10 finals.
Man,
8 in a row.
He should have more than Kobe and Jordan. He should. They never went that many times. They never went that many times. So, hey, but you know what? Like you said, the championships don't matter. As long as he played longer than them, that's what matters. Hey, and hey, that's what people want to
go. Played great. No, say he played great longer than them.
I can't.
He showed greatness for a longer period of time. He didn't just play. See, the argument is Jordan just played those last couple of years.
Yeah,
he played great.
But his play, I agree, is great. But when it gets to the games where it's put up or shut up, then he don't have enough around him for him to do it. So no. When you're great, when you get to moments, is when you excel. You show your greatness, not just during the season game. Hey, but you know what? That's
who has the most playoff points in history. Who has the most points in playoff history?
Yeah, but
who has the most
rebounds? Has never mattered.
Who has the most
when they said Michael Jordan was the GOAT, somebody had more points than him. So we weren't judging off of that already. That they made that allowance for LeBron because he needed something else for other people to look at. But Michael Jeffrey Jordan was the GOAT, is the GOAT, and will always be the GOAT. And somebody had more points when we called him the GOAT. So now if they want to change the debate, I understand. That's just generation. You know, give somebody a hall pass. Give them a step. Let them step on your back so they can look like they taller. I get it. That's this generation. But we know what it was. It's been like that since forever. Now that we hear, it's okay that, you know, this generation wants to change it because it's their time to shine. If you want to say that somebody who has less championships, more power to you. But the GOAT conversation was there before then, and that never meant anything then. That's all I was saying. We talked about this off camera before, you know, but so that's all I'm saying.
Like I said, I'm just bringing it up because this came out of LeBron James's mouth himself. This is the king calling out and telling that he's the king.
Let me see. LeBron is not in the finals right now. Yeah, he claims he's the GOAT. Okay. That's one of our viewers has said. Let me see. They also said Steve really hates MJ. Shaking my head. No, Steve doesn't hate MJ. He just loves LeBron. Hey, Steve, take your shirt off and show him your back. Show him your LeBron tattoo.
Now, you know.
Take your shirt off so they can see LeBron's tattoo on your back.
Listen, you guys got to understand about the MJ debate from me. I grew up in ACC country in the 1980s.
Yes, sir.
When we had a guy called Leonard Bias. Ooh. And for those of you guys who don't know who he is, go do your research. Go do your study. Because when in NBA and college basketball in the 1980s, Len Bias had Michael Jordan's number throughout his college career. And Michael Jordan will tell you as such.
Right.
And so we don't have the same glorification of Michael Jordan that the rest of you guys do, because we remember where Michael Jordan was in his college days. We remember the build-up. We remember the early years at the Bulls when he struggled for the first 5-6 years, not getting to the finals. So it's a different.
On YouTube said this generation's Google still says MJ's considered the GOAT of basketball. And that's true. That's true. But yeah. Hey, it's all left up to interpretation. People gonna say who's their GOAT, and all I said is, like I said, we knew who the GOAT was before LeBron was in the league. We knew who the GOAT was before Kobe was in the league. We had a scale to weigh who's the GOAT. Now, that same scale all the stuff that mattered doesn't matter anymore, because the person they want to be the GOAT doesn't measure up to that scale. So therefore, now they want to add a scoring title, which that was never considered to be part of the argument. Now they want to say certain accolades, not the accolades that matter, are part of the conversation. But hey, make your step ladder however you want to put the person where you want them to be. I get it. I understand. You know, there it is.
It's going to continue on. This argument will continue. Hey, like I stated.
It's not really an argument right now. Right now, it's an opinion, because if we're not going to stay to the same statue that it was since forever, it's an opinion. Because if we're sticking to what the way it was, it's a no-brainer. But if you want to add stuff or put extra stuff on it, then it's an opinion. It's not the same anymore. It's an opinion. Now it's changed. It's evolved. That's a better word for it. It's evolved. Because there's a lot of LeBronites out there, and they deserve they deserve a platform too, because he is great. He is longevity. He's just not the GOAT.
Okay.
I mean, hey, that's in my opinion. But who am I? Because
like I said,
I'm not a Michael Jordan fan either. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan
I've already
either.
given.
I want to be
I've already
clear.
given Jordan the GOAT.
Kobe Bean
Right.
Bryant
I've already
is the
given
GOAT
the
to me.
Yeah.
So therefore, I want people to really understand when we're having this conversation. I'm not fighting for Michael Jordan. I don't care for Michael Jordan. I respect him like I respect LeBron. If you want to know who I think the GOAT is, it's Kobe Bean Bryant. Period. Why? He followed the blueprint of Michael Jordan. But guess what? Me saying I believe Kobe is the GOAT, I can't stand on that because he doesn't have as many championships as Michael Jordan. But that's me being realistic. That's me being realistic.
And plus you're and plus you're disrespecting Shaq when you say that.
Well, I'm not disrespecting.
When you call Kobe the GOAT, that's a disrespect.
He is the most dominant in the game. Not the GOAT. He's the most dominant player who ever played the game, whoever suited up to play the game. That is Shaquille O'Neal. Nobody is more dominant than Diesel. Period. Yes, sir. Hey, it is what it is.
Hey,
he's never been in the GOAT debate.
You give LeBron Diesel in his prime, he would have had 5, 6, 7 rings. No question.
Hey, wait a minute.
No question.
Let me go get my little violin.
I'm just calling it out. I'm just calling it out.
Hey, you know what?
Just calling it out. Let's get the NFL. Because we going this all night.
Man, because Steve, before we go to NFL, I put up NFL news already, but you sure you don't want to show everybody the tattoo?
No, there's no LeBron tattoo. There's no. I just keep it real.
This goes out to LeBron's staff. If you need somebody who can do good PR for LeBron, Stephen Rubain here at Blow the Whistle Sports will gladly be a representative because there's no better. There is no one better to represent LeBron than Stephen Rubain.
Listen, I just respect greatness. And speaking of greatness, today, since we're segueing into greatness,
oh yeah,
Patrick Mahomes today became the highest paid quarterback in NFL history.
Tell him how much money, Steve.
$500 million.
$504.75 million. Patrick Mahomes has broken the bank.
He is now locked into the 2033 season.
Pretty much 2 more years.
All intents and purposes. Yeah, he's going to retire a Kansas City Chief.
Most definitely.
Unless something just outrageous happens.
That's just for 2 more years. An extension of 2 more years inked him $504.75 million. He deserves every penny of it.
He deserves every penny. And now you got him locked up. You can just go out and get the pieces around him and expect to be a dynasty for the next 5 to 7 years.
I expect at least 2 more Super Bowls coming from Kansas City in the near future. In the next 5 years, I expect at least 2 Super Bowls coming from Kansas City. And that's even with Kelsey retiring. But Rice has to do his job. Stop being a little kid. Play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Respect your team. Respect the time. There's a timeline. You messing up for guys that want to win now. That's what I gotta say.
Well, segue into respecting your team. Brandon Ayuk, he just can't seem to stop trying to force his way out of San Francisco. He's still coming out making all kind of comments against the organization. I mean, he's trying to push everybody he can push.
He's gone already
to free him. The man's being held against his will. San Francisco, can you just let this man go?
No,
let the man go. He wants to go.
He got paid,
He
Steve.
wants to
So
go.
because he got paid,
But,
they can't let him go and still be paying his salary just
but
because
you
he's a
messed up.
disgruntled
Yeah,
employee.
listen, but you messed up and told the rest of the league that you weren't going to keep him again.
Hey, you know who else
I
did
mean,
this?
once you do that,
Carolina Panthers did this with Cam Newton. Cam Newton was a prime player that even when they decided to move on, we should have got at least a couple draft picks for him. But they revealed their hand and let everybody know that they were ready to release him. Release him for what? I don't know. I'll never understand that. I want to bump into Cam Newton so bad just to ask him 3 questions. As a fan, as a super fan, but diehard Carolina, I just want to ask him 3 questions. Just 3 questions, just to pick his head for 3 questions. I don't want to waste that much of his time. I just want to know him and Julius Peppers. Julius Peppers, I got 2 questions. Cam Newton, I got 3 questions. Just want to talk to those guys just for those questions. And I'm going to bump into them. I'm trying to go to a sign-in where they're at. I just got to ask those questions because this Brandon Ayuk thing, it's a terrible situation, but he got paid, and now they're stuck with that money. So a smart way of thinking. We said what we said. We made a mistake, but now we got to sit with him. Now we have to wait till somebody gives us something for him, or we lose. And the 49ers have never been one of those teams that just spin. They've prided themselves into picking people out of the draft, and they've done well with it. And they swindle teams like they swindled Carolina and gave up some magic beans for Christian McCaffrey. I'll never forget that. They gave up magic beans and got Christian McCaffrey from Carolina. I'll never forget that. That was crazy to me. That was crazy to me.
That was a steal.
Yes.
That was a steal. But
yes.
The only reason I care about the Ayuk situation is that I want my Commanders to take him so that we can have a nice 1-2 dynamic with him and Lauren. That's all I care about is helping the Commanders out. But, I mean, the Niners want to play hardball. Okay. We'll see how long this drags out.
Ayuk called the 49ers stupid, dumb for paying him.
Yeah. I mean, it's he's like, if I don't want to be there, I'm not going to play for you. You're just wasting your money paying.
Before this turmoil, I called the 49ers stupid and dumb because I don't think he's worth it. I don't think he's worth what he thinks he's worth.
Right.
Now, it looks like he's worth that on paper, but I think he benefited from the system and going to a team where he has to straight out work. I could be wrong. I just want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see if I'm wrong. I just want to see if I'm wrong. Would he go out there and be a standout? I want to see.
Yeah, it's put up or shut up. I mean, if he thinks he's as great as he thinks he is, let him go to the Commanders and then show what he's worth. I just, like I said, I just don't understand from a 49ers perspective all the negative press just to get a low round draft pick. That doesn't make any sense to me. Is it worth the negative press for a 6th round pick?
They paid Ayuk an extensive contract. If they do it the way you say you don't understand, they're stuck with that money. If they do it this way, then they won't be stuck for the whole price tag, Steve.
Well, no. If they trade him, the team that's going to take him is going to take over the contract. The issue is they want the draft pick. The draft pick is a sticking point.
So if they release him, it still works like that?
Yeah.
No.
Your contract's not guaranteed. You don't have a guaranteed contract.
What was his guarantee?
Only one with a guaranteed contract is Deshaun Watson.
Yes, but he has some money that was guaranteed. I didn't even look at his contract. I'll
We're
look
gonna look
at
at
it.
this
We'll
real quick.
bring it
Let
up
me pull it up
next
real.
Monday.
Yeah, because I don't think I think it's very little money is guaranteed. You don't guarantee a wide receiver's contract.
Because they don't even. He's not starting. Mike Evans is the starter.
No.
Ricky Pearsall is number 2, and Christian Kirk is number 3. They got
No.
Ayuk sitting third on the depth chart. They're not even worried about him. Practice is
Here you
going on
go.
without him.
Here's the deal. So I'm just so you get this clear.
All right.
Not only is his contract not guaranteed, they voided out approximately $27 million of his contract
Right.
because he failed to meet the requirements of the deal, including missing team meetings.
Okay.
So the reality is that the only thing they're really so much concerned about is the bonus. So, and actually, he lost the bonus because he didn't meet these requirements. So they release him; they're off the hook.
Well,
They just want to get it. They just want to get a draft pick.
Hey, well,
So
if it's I'm gonna look deeper into it, because if it's all what you're saying, then it's not worth the headache. But I believe it's a little more to it. And then when pride gets into it, with like I said last Monday about this testosterone, when pride gets to anything with dealing with men, hey, stuff is liable to happen.
I think they want to let him know they want to let him know his place. The fact that he wants to go, they're gonna sit here and say, "Nah, we're gonna show you. You're gonna leave on our terms. You're not gonna cry your way out of town." So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Yeah, investigate, see what money the 49ers will be held to if they do decide to let him go. But I think this is just nothing more than two egos.
That's it.
John Lynch's ego.
And last but not least, Deshaun Watson is in the news again, and he's stating that he wants to be the starter for the full season. And I'm like, starter where? Shadur Sanders is over there. Starter where? He doesn't look like a starter even when he wasn't injured. So are we going to get the Deshaun Watson that we saw in Texas? Or are we going to get the Deshaun Watson that came out after Texas?
It don't matter.
Because right now,
there's 230 million reasons why he's going to be a starter. That's how much of his contract.
I hear you. But the city wants what the city wants.
It don't matter.
I hear you. It does matter. You know why it matters? Because I'm going to tell you why it matters. There's a guy named Kirk Cousins that played on the team that they paid him X amount of dollars.
Right.
They got a quarterback out of the draft and they bitch Kirk Cousins. That's why it don't matter, Steve. That's why. This has happened before.
And let's keep this in mind too. No, but keep this in mind too. The current coach of the Browns did not draft Shadur Sanders.
Understandable.
So he doesn't have any allegiance whatsoever to.
Yeah.
All he has allegiance to is his job security.
Hey,
who's going to keep my job?
Hey,
is it going to be Deshaun Watson or is it
roll them dice? Roll them dice like Kevin Stefanski did if you want to. The city of Cleveland wants Shadur Sanders. They want this.
Okay.
The city of Cleveland wants this.
All right.
Go ahead and roll them dice the way you want to, and we'll see how it ends up. We'll see how you end up. But
we're going to keep tabs on that. That's going to be the big quarterback battle going into the preseason. Is who's going to be the starter? Who's going to be a starter in Cleveland? So we'll see.
Hey, it's getting close. We got some months out. I'm starting to smell fantasy football in the air. I see signs of it. I feel like it's coming back. It feels like it's coming back.
We're only 2 months away from the draft. But before we go, though, just remember, guys, this weekend, UFL Bowl, DC versus Louisville. If you're a football fan, you got nothing else to do, gotta check it out.
DC versus Louisville.
All right, you got anything else for us today? Anything else we need to talk about?
Nah, we got in here late, and we want to let y'all get some rest. I know all that adrenaline was pumping while that NBA Finals game was going, and you seen one of the greatest games in history. Hey, but Blow the Whistle Sports, we got what you need. All your sports need. Every Monday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Be here. We can't wait to see y'all next week. Peace out.
Absolutely. And also, New York fans, be safe tonight. Package said it earlier. Have some dignity. Be winners. Be classy winners and classy losers. You guys were horrible losers. Game 3. Be classy winners out there tonight.
New York, New York.
New York, New York. And